Good afternoon and welcome to Medellin for the weekly report from InterBolsa for July the 3rd. Obviously it's been a strange trading week. We ourselves didn't get back until Tuesday morning, and everyone in the US promptly disappeared today to celebrate the July the 4th weekend. Congratulations to the cousins in the US. The cold cap itself was up 2%. We've seen a continuation of the themes we've seen recently, which is basically the funds will buy on any kind of weakness locally, and we've seen that from the foreigners as well. And also it's come up as that defensive kind of move this week. We had one day when the US was down heavily, and here we didn't move. So it seems to be a continuation of those themes. The peso itself was stronger by 2% this week, closing with below the psychological 2100 level once again. The test bonds, again, very quiet. Volumes are quiet. End buyers are pretty absent, and speculators are dominating the market. We did, though, see yields drop as the week went through. On the macro side, it's more a case of waiting for what's to come, really. We had the unemployment data for May, 11.9% versus 11.1% last year. Absolutely no surprise there, along with the rest of the world, we're losing jobs. The only other macro point we actually had was the central bank minutes today. Again, very much what we heard already from the central bank. They're optimistic for the second half. Inflation's going the way they want it. What did come out was that the vote to bring us down 50 basis points last time around was very much split. There were some governors who didn't want to change anything, some who wanted 25 basis points, so all indications are we'll be on hold for some considerable time to come. By the time we sit down on Monday, we'll have had the PPI data, which is due out this afternoon. We will also have had the trade balance, or supposedly should be out this afternoon, and we'll have the CPI data on Sunday. Just so you know, for CPI, we're looking for a drop of 0.1% for June, and things look very much under control. On the political side, it's all been external stuff. We're not getting involved in the Honduras situation. We have withdrawn our ambassador, but Ariba really has had very little to say on the subject. Juan Santos has been back in the news. The Ecuadorian government, in the name of one particular lawyer, have decided to chase after him and try and convict him or arrest him for the death of the 25 guerrillas in March last year. Going absolutely nowhere, but obviously makes good headlines for Korea. That really is it. Oh, the other thing is the US have officially now said they're going to open 5 military bases here. That's to replace the one large military base they held in Ecuador. Pretty timely, the announcement, and a good indicator for Colombia coming from the US. On the stock side, not too much. We downgraded Enca from a buy to a hold, but at the same time we actually raised our price target. Basically the stock's moved a long way, so the downgrades on valuation, the price target's up. As we've had a look at the model, they've been heavily dependent on Chile and Peru, but of late they've started to open some markets in the European Union, so we see a better business model for them at this point. Isahen, there was a press report, we haven't seen anything out of the company, that July the 15th they will begin the sale process of the 57%. The process will start with the sector solidario, which is the pension funds and the workers, but we think there'll probably be only 5% offered to them. The rest of they'll keep the 51%, the controlling stake, which will be sold probably in the autumn of this year. The only other announcement really was that the Bank Colombian board are looking to get an agreement from the shareholders to issue preference shares. We spoke to the company briefly. They don't need the money, they don't need the capital adequacy ratio is very good, but it looks like, compared with the regional peers, their actual level of capital is very low. You could read into it what you want. They already have a pretty sizable war chest to go buying another bank if they want to. But the issue is what they're going to buy at this point. The markets are turning around, and really CIB, Argos, Chocolate, Suramericano, they all have the same issue. They've been sat on money for some time. It's been pretty much a buyer's market. But that situation may be changing now with the improved economic conditions. So we'll have to see what these four actually get up to over the next couple of months. That really is about it from Medellin. This week we actually formally sent out the agenda for the conference for the 23rd to 25th of September. Please let us know if you need any more details on the conference. There'll be 12 corporates. We're expecting plenty of overseas funds to come in, and obviously there'll be a whole bunch of other guest speakers. So from a very sunny Medellin, if you're enjoying your July the 4th, and enjoy your Independence Day. If you're over in the UK, you're probably enjoying it just as much, and have a great weekend.